Honestly, my dream engagement ring was a heart-shaped diamond. But since it didn't happen, it's an emerald cut. I'm gonna put it in my dream wedding ring. Trimi and I were planning to put 2 heart-shaped diamonds, which signifies me, my heart, and Angelo's heart. And then this one's gonna be God in the middle, just like in our relationship.
My dream ring is the one that looks like the one from the Lord of the Rings movies because I'm a big fan of the series. I want Just God Angelo engraved on the inside of the ring.
For Angelo, he wanted something classic, and we further personalized it by creating a special logo for him and Jasmine. We created 4 studies for the couple, and they chose the logo concept that embodies being together.
DG represents our 10 years together.
Dream girl for me, and then dream guy for him, and then dream God for God.
So I was very inspired by what Jazz wanted for her wedding band. She wanted a modern look, and I thought it should go beautifully well with her emerald cut engagement ring. So I designed a thin band around it. I gave her 2 options, and this is what she chose. I wanted to design something that represents Jasmine as a modern and unique woman. I wanted to create something that captures Angelo's personality and his special relationship with his dream girl, Jasmine.
Wow. What I love most about Dearest is the easy step-by-step process in making our dream rings. The process is very convenient because everything was done online.
Yes, you just described our inspirations, the journey, and now it's here! Come to life! Thank you, dearest.
Thank you, Dearest.
It's made with love and passion. I can feel it.
I got my dream ring from Dearest.
Welcome to Worldwide Weddings TV, hosted by Miss Jennifer Janae Rabe of Ask Janae Today. You're definitely in good hands. A seasoned and professional host and certified wedding specialist. Definitely the industry's best. Watch out for our weekly episodes. You'll be excited to watch them all. This is where you can have fun while learning how to plan your special day. Brought to you by Worldwide Weddings PH, helping Filipino brides and grooms around the world.
Ayan, this is another Sunday. Hello, Philippines and hello, world. Welcome to Worldwide Weddings TV. We are an online TV show for wedding planning, and we feature different wedding topics to help you organize your wedding, whether you are a DIY bride or you have a wedding planner. So, ito na. Come and join us. Let's have some fun and learn while preparing for your big day. My name is Diana de la Cruz, a professional host, your singing host, an international host, and also a member of the AJT Management and Microphone Club. So, nga pala, congratulations to all our viewers who got engaged recently. Tonight's episode is very helpful to you because we are going to talk about your next step after your engagement. And also, this is the opening day of our online bridal fair in alignment with the upcoming malapit na siya Worldwide Weddings Singapore Bridal Fair on November 18th and 19th, 2022. Ilang araw na lang, di ba? But before we start, let's give thanks to all our sponsors. Tonight's episode is brought to you by AJT app. This is the first and only events booking and review app in the Philippines. Agile Deliveries, more than just delivery, this is a delivery concierge. BNI Supreme, the most successful business referral organization of its type in the world. We also have our gold sponsor, DRES, your partner in making your dream rings. Our hybrid bridal fair is powered by virtualexpo.ph, your interactive virtual expo, and supported by Weddings at Work. So, if you are a Filipino bride or groom anywhere, I mean anywhere around the world, newly engaged and have a plan to tie a knot here in the Philippines, then you are in the right place. This is your chance to pursue your plan to get married because we are here to help you and guide you all throughout your wedding journey. Time check sa lahat ng nanonood all around the world. Singapore, 8 p.m. UAE, 4 p.m. UK, 1 p.m. US, 8 a.m. And from Australia, 12 midnight. Hello po sa inyo lang lahat. And to all our viewers, especially to all our lovely brides and grooms, comment down below tayo where you're watching from, okay? Okay, so I think we're gonna show you our AJT app video before we start. If you haven't downloaded it yet, it's available on Google or Apple Play Store. AJT app is a very good application for those who are preparing for their event. Okay, so I am very much excited to introduce you our guests for tonight's episode kasi they're all hosts, like me and Miss Janae. And let me call on our first one. This is tonight's wedding expert is the only three times, ulitin ko, three times Best Male Host awardee by Aliw Awards. He has 20 plus years of hosting experience across awarding ceremonies, product launches, and conference and forums. More than 10 years of wedding host experience, no other than Mr. RJ Ledesma.
Hi Diana, magandang gabi po sa inyo at sa lahat mga nakikinig na mga Pinoy all over the world. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight at Worldwide Weddings. And I'm looking forward to sharing our great experiences as hosts for intimate wedding receptions. Again, maraming salamat to Diane and of course to Janae Rabe. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Sir Archer. This will be exciting. But meron pa, not just one, but we have one more host now we invited for tonight's live. Let's welcome. This is tagged as the lively lady host and has been hosting with a variety group of audience. She is a licensed professional teacher, certified public speaker, and certified event management professional. Let us welcome our host, Shane, Miss Charmaine A. Cabardo.
Hi, hello, good evening, everyone, to all the Filipinos, bride and groom, and hello, world. I'm so excited to be
Ang galing
here,
ni Shane
and
mag-blend sa background, Shane.
Kaya nga, Miss
my
Galing
Shane,
thank
mo
you,
I,
Sir
parang
RJ.
pumili si Shane
Hello.
mag-blend sa background ko. Kamatch ni Shane ngayon yung kulay ng aking t-shirt eh.
Miss Shane,
Kasi
I saw
t-shirt ni
your
Diane.
makeup earlier. I saw your makeup earlier. It's really beautiful, but you have to show it right now. Medyo black yung camera natin right now.
Matching tayo ni Shane
Oh,
eh. Black shirt,
black
black
shirt.
shirt ni Diane at black
Oh, sorry.
background. You know,
But
black
on my
to
camera, I
host
could
Shane.
see all of you. I could see my face. I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Can I just?
So,
Ayan. I
ayan.
didn't know that
Well,
Shane looked like an icon eh. But thanks so much for joining us here tonight, Shane.
I know, but ayan, babalik mamaya si Miss Shane in our live. Don't worry. Pinaghahandaan niya yung pagkikita-kita namin nila Sir RJ. Di ba, Sir RJ?
That's right.
Okay, so but before we start, let us say hi sa lahat ng mga nanonood. And again, comment down below kung saan man kayo nanonood. And we have our viewers right now. We have Miss Radlin Fernandez Samaco. Sabi niya, hi, Miss Diane. Sino si Diane? My name is Dane, Diana. Well, Diane is okay. Okay, and ang hirap nang ang dami kong pangalan. Okay, and Miss Nay Lozada Roca. Hello, good evening. Thank you, Nay. At sa mga manonood ngayon, you are very much welcome to ask and put those questions in our comment box, okay? For you to interact with our guest host for tonight. Ayan, while we are waiting for Miss Shane, Sir RJ,
Yes. Let's start off with the questions here tonight. So,
kamusta ka na?
okay naman, okay naman. Actually, yung kagandahan ngayon is that, weddings are really coming back in full swing.
Yes.
So for many of the ating mga OFWs who have been wanting to plan their dream wedding here in the Philippines, it's time for the revenge wedding season. So really right
Mhm.
now, it's time for them to plan out the season for the most important day in their lives. But here's a very important tip. Because right now, it's sort of like lahat ng mga weddings na gustong magpakasal within 2020, 2021,
Yes.
2022, it's revenge wedding season for 2023. So if you don't start reserving right now, your best suppliers, whether it be hosts like myself and Diana, or if it is your event stylists or your wedding organizers or your videographers, you might not get your dream suppliers in time. So
Mhm.
again, my first recommendation to all of you right now is to start hiring your wedding suppliers as soon as you can.
Start
The best of the
booking
books right
them.
now.
Yes.
I'm getting bookings ready. I'm sure same like you, Diana. I'm already getting bookings for
Uh-huh.
December. By December, bookings are almost getting filled up already for December
Yes.
2023. So we really strongly recommend to all those who want to book right now to start looking for their hosts. And as we start off, no, Diana, with this discussion, no, I think the first thing is, I think there are many really great hosts out there, and
Mhm.
the thing with our conversation here right now is to sort of discover how do you pick and choose as to what the ideal host
Yes.
over here is, because it's very different. Like for example, I can see that Diana's specialty is your singing host, which for me, I will only sing if you make me sing. Ako yung magbabayad sa inyo, hindi kayo magbabayad sa akin. Of course. But then for me naman, the difference here is that more of my background is as a showman or as a performer. I
Mhm.
like I have a background in theater, I have a background in TV production. So I
Uh-huh.
like to run the show like it's a like almost like a production number. So there's some drama,
Wow.
there's some humor, there's some comedy. So you really have to, I tell people right now, do some vetting right now on the hosts that you want to get.
Yes.
If you've got time to plan, and if you see the videos of the hosts online, some sample videos, and you like them, and it's the character of the guest that you have, because it's important that
Mhm.
you know kanya-kanya yan, di ba? Not all hosts have the same style, have the same character.
Correct. Correct.
You have to get the type of hosts who are ideal for the type of audience that you have,
Mm-hmm.
right? But at the same time, you get to watch their videos ahead of time. Do your homework. Watch their videos. Do they speak the way that you want? Do they have the sort of comedy which you want to
Yeah.
bring to the most important day in your life? After watching the videos, check out the unadulterated or unfiltered testimonials or comments that you can find online
That is
of
so
these
true.
hosts, diba? To find out if they're really good. And the last thing is, diba, the people who often ask about the value of the host. Diba? They go, should it be the first thing I hire or the last thing that you hire?
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, they can go, okay, because he's my friend, I will hire him kasi libre naman siya, di ba? I mean, I can pay a family member. I don't have to pay a family member to do it. So, you get exactly what you pay for. Because sometimes, kung kukuha ka ng family member, it doesn't mean that they also know how to organize. So, how to organize
Yes,
a whole
yes.
wedding reception program, which wedding hosts usually do. They don't know the flow of the program. They don't know what to happen, especially if there's what we call dead air, yung walang magsasalita, kunyari, or hindi pa tapos yung AVP, or biglang masira yung mic, or the next segment is not there. Does your host have the presence of mind to know what he's
Mm-hmm.
doing? Or is he professional enough to know what he's doing? And that's what you're actually investing in when you get a host.
Yes.
Because you know what? Host, in the end, pwede mong pagalitan yung host mo kasi he's somebody that you hire. Kunyari, kaibigan mo yan, o kamag-anak mo yan, o kapatid mo yan. Can you
Ako.
get mad at him and
Yeah.
irreparably damage your relationship with them? So for me,
Yeah.
there's really a great value for getting a really great host who's just right for your wedding reception. Whether it is an intimate program or whether it is a large program. I'm sure,
Yeah.
like you, Diana, I've done programs where there were just 15 people who were in the wedding reception. I've done with 2,000 people in the wedding reception. But as a host, the quality of your hosting does not change. Diba?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's still the same quality. It's just that if there's a smaller audience, it really shows the quality of the host if they know how to engage, if they know how to create
Yes.
rapport with the people that they're speaking with. Don't you agree, Diane? What are your thoughts?
Alam mo, Sir RJ, I've been with different bridal fair this past few months. I've been on vacation. I'm working as a host abroad kasi. So, ang ina-advise ko, whether magbubuk sila ng kahit anong supplier, basically, as a host, kung magbubuk sila ng suppliers, consider it 3 to 6 months before sila mag-book. Kasi ganun katagal bago kayo makakumpleto ng supplier. Kasi hindi nyo alam kung yung mga supplier na gusto nyo is na-book na that moment or that date that you want. So just in case that you are preparing for your wedding right now, take in consideration that time that you have before your wedding. Kasi sabi nga ni Sir RJ, December is a peak season and this is the revenge time para sa mga yung hindi sila nakapagtuloy ng wedding nila for
Exactly. Lahat
the
sila,
last
they're all doing it here right
pandemic,
now.
right? Yeah,
Lahat sila ngayon, sabay-sabay lahat ngayon. So the advice is that you talk to them right now and you book them also right now. But the other
yes.
thing also that's very important, especially when it comes to booking, is that
Mhm.
like I was saying, and I want to just emphasize this again, that sometimes your host is an afterthought, but you must think of it that the host is not the afterthought, but sort of like if you look at a necklace, diba? The necklace, diba? It's a pearl necklace. You need somebody to hold things together during the actual program. Yung parang yung lock.
Yes.
The host is your lock of the program because the mark of a good host is that he's not only good speaking, but he's more than that one. The host is like the conductor of the whole program. He has to know the timings of the videographer, of the photographer, of the event stylist, of the caterer. He needs to know all those different things. Your host has to know also kung kunyari may dead air or may nagsasalita dyan or all of a
Yes.
sudden or wala magsasalita or somebody doesn't have a chance to speak or the program changes. The host has to have the presence of mind to be able to accommodate for all those different situations. So parang you're the conductor, you're also the producer, you're also the showman, you're in front of the stage, you're trying to make the program very important for people.
What I
So
can
this is what
actually
it's all about. Yeah, please go
Sorry,
ahead.
Miss RJ. What can I actually say is you're actually, yung sinabi mo kanina, you are investing sa experience ng host. Like you,
Exactly.
di ba? Pag kukunin nyo si Miss RJ or me or Miss Shane, you are investing, you are paying for the experience, years of experience ng host or supplier na kukunin nyo. Just in case na may mangyari na aberya or dead air, alam na namin yung gagawin kasi we've been doing this so many times that we can do this with our eyes closed. And, Sir IJ, mukhang napapasarap yung kwentuhan natin. I think Miss Shane is ready to join us. Miss Shane, are you
Miss Shane,
there?
Shane, okay
Yeah.
lang. I want to know kung still all black yung kanyang ensemble or hindi na.
Ah,
Ayan!
there you
Hindi
go.
na.
Diba?
Welcome
Agree
back to
kayo. Sa
me.
lahat ng mga nanonood, agree ba kayo sa sinabi ko na super glamorous ng makeup ngayon ni Miss Shane? Tingnan nyo naman yan.
Oh yeah, thank you. I
There
really
we
put
go.
effort tonight because this is a special episode of Worldwide Weddings, and together with Sir RJ here, yeah, and of course
Sa
Miss
kabila, ayan.
Diana.
Ayan, kayo. Dito pala.
Thank you,
Hi!
Miss Jane. Ayan, may nanonood sa atin, Miss Jane Martinez. Hello. One of our supplier, ang ating makeup artist, Miss Jane Martinez. Hi, hello. And ready na ata tayo mag-start. Let's focus on the main topic for tonight because our main topic is the value of a host of an intimate wedding. Yung intimate wedding natin is boom na boom yan nung pandemic, di ba? Kasi nga, very limited lang yung guest na pwede nating imbitahan. So ngayon, maraming nang nakapag-isip-isip na bakit nga, why not? Why should we consider? Why not intimate wedding na lang? Bakit pwede naman palang intimate wedding na lang? So, what is the value of a host at an intimate wedding? Our first question is, bago tayo boom down doon sa question natin, Mr. RJ, what inspired you to be an event host po ba?
Ako pa noong una, I'm the only thorn among the roses. Si Miss Shane naman, wala pa siyang airtime masyado. Miss Shane, ikaw naman una. Ako magtatanong si Miss Shane. Shane, what inspired you to become a intimate or rather a wedding host? Ikaw ba nagsimula bilang isang wedding host or did you marami kang pinagdaanan hanggang umabot ka sa pagiging wedding host?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Sir RJ. O, di ba? Para go-hosting din tayo sa...
Kaya, parang ako yung Q&A mamaya.
Okay, so actually, the important thing here is parang, di ba, where did we start? Ako, to be honest with you guys, I started being a host, not professionally or not inclined in profession when I was in high school. Yeah, secondary days. Yeah, secondary days. I'm a stage person. I used to speak, though medyo mahiyain talaga ako. That's with honesty. I'm a shy type person. And yeah, when I entered college, somebody appreciate my voice because before I really hate my voice. Yeah, literally. Like, parang bakla yung boses, ganyan, parang lalaki. Minsan, yes, and
Same.
If you're gonna ask me, parang magtatanong sila, totoong babae ka ba? Yung mga ganon. Because of my modulated voice, and sometimes if I don't have this microphone, I have a husky voice. Somehow they called it a bedroom voice. That's why I'm in the bedroom right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So high school, then college, and then my professor appreciated me back then. Sabi niya, why not you join radio DJ? Mga ganyan. So sabi ko, ibig sabihin maganda pala yung boses ko. Kasi sa dami na nagsasabi sa akin na bakla voice ako, pero I appreciate that may isang tao na ito nga yung professor ko, siya yung nakakita at nakarinig sa akin. Kasi he is a former radio DJ as well. Kaya sabi niya, why not try to host? Then, during college times, nag-host na ako ng mga pageant, ng mga programs. So again, I'm a stage person na. And then professionally, someone discovered me naman during my fun run show or hosting. Tinanong niya ako, sabi ng photographer, would you like to host a debut? Ako wala talaga akong alam in hosting debut because I myself didn't experience that. Pero sabi ko, okay, sige, go. Why not? Ganyan. So I started really from school and then from discoveries until before I don't really love what I do. I don't appreciate myself until such time give me this, and then pinanindigan ko na talagang
Wow.
by experience and by workshops, and then through this mga platforms, I get to be inspired by the people around me, especially ito din, walang bias Sir RJ here. Talagang sabi ko, oh my gosh, pinapanood ko lang to sa YouTube, pinapanood ko lang siya sa mga ganon. So one of my inspirations is actually Sir RJ
Wow.
Ledesma.
Salamat. Very fun.
Yes, no bias at all. And pero kinausap na niya ako kanina backstage. Sabi, bagitin mo ako. Ano? Kidding aside. Walang gano'n. But yeah, inspiration, it must be yourself as well. Kasi nga, dati nga hindi nga ako naniniwala until such time, yung isang tao lang na yung naniniwala sa akin, din ako nag-grow. And actually, naging dalawa sila. Oo. Kasi wala talaga akong believe sa sarili ko at all.
Shane.
Yeah, so that's how I started.
Gusto ko i-mention mo right now that very first person na naniwala sa'yo. Tanda mo pa ba yung name?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Kailangan nating pasalamatan siya.
Yeah. My professor in college, Mr. Hidalgo. Yan. Sobrang grabe talaga yun. Hindi ko siya makakalimutan kasi parang nag-step out ako from my box, my comfort zone because of him. Dahil sinabi niya lang na minsan na, ang ganda ng boses mo, why not to try it? Ganyan. So, yeah. Mr. Hidalgo, thank you very much.
Mr. Hidalgo, kung nanonood ka ngayon.
Kung nanonood ka ngayon.
This live is recorded. So kung nanonood ka ngayon, itatag ka namin mamaya. Hanapin ka namin sa Lupalop Pilipinas.
Yeah.
We don't have Miss Shane if you haven't appreciated her the first time. Diba? Thank you, sir, Mr.
Diana, I want to bring some attention to what Shane was talking about. And Diana, all of us as being hosts, though, what's very important, I think, is when people invest in your ability, because it's a very important night, no? They're actually investing in your, what I call the authenticity of how you speak, diba? Because not all of us speak the same way, not all of us carry ourselves the same way. But that's the beauty of being the host, diba? This is how I talk. I can talk right now very very formal, pero kaya ko rin mag-casual. But the point is that what you're seeing is what you're getting. And I think it's very important because when you get hosts, there are some hosts, especially when they're starting off, they try to project who they're not. So when I say that, they're more concerned maybe about the diction of what they're trying to say. They're more concerned about trying to look good, which is okay, because those are actually the steps that you take when you start off being a host.
Yeah.
But eventually, what you know is authenticity, and that's what people want. Because when you're more authentic with your audience, that means you're able to develop a rapport with the people that you want to speak to, and that's when all of a sudden, when you click with your audience, that's the type of host that you want to get. So like when you were listening to Shane, there's an authenticity to when she speaks, right? When you see Diane, there's also an authenticity to probably when she sings, it's part of yung repertoire. Parang hindi lang bigla habang nagsasalita, baka biglang kakanta siya ulit, di ba? But that's nice. That's part of who she is, maybe part of what the guests expect from her. And that's why we're saying that when you do a program, when you again emphasizing the importance of why it's important to get a great host, whether it is for an intimate wedding or for a large wedding, you get a host that fits the personality not only of the couple but also of the guests who are attending the wedding reception program.
That's a very good point.
Awkward, eh? You want to have a really good fit between the audience and also or the guests and also with the host who you're getting.
Alam mo, Sir RJ, gusto ko lang mag-shout out sa lahat ng mga nanonood na gustong maging host in the future. This is a free workshop from Mr. RJ Ledesma and host Shane.
Yeah.
You have 1 free hour. Yun yung nakikita ko right now because for me, I'm
actually,
also
I couldn't agree more. Yeah.
We actually did event industry legends. It was a couple of weeks ago, organized by Miss Jen Lee. It was me for hosting, then si Dave Sandoval for event styling. Then Janae was one of the awardees as well. I actually gave my whole talk was 15 minutes of giving a talk on how to host. So if you guys want to attend the hosting talk, it's absolutely free. But there's a lot I've learned that I'm glad to share. Like Shane was saying, I'm glad to share about all the things that you've learned about hosting. But as you can see, people want to see. As you can see me speaking right with my hands and everything else, there has to be a genuine nature to hosting, especially when it comes to doing wedding reception programs. There has to be a genuineness. There has to be a
Gusto ko
warmth.
malaman yung kwento mo as an event host. Sa ikaw, paano ka nag-start? Anong nag-inspire sa'yo to jump into event hosting?
I've been hosting for so many years. Baka hindi pa kayo
Yeah.
pinapanganak when I was already hosting. But I've been hosting. I don't, for people who might remember, baka naaalala ng mga magulang ninyo, I was actually Joey from the Royal True Orange commercial back in the early 80s. So if you go to
Yes.
YouTube right now, go to Royal True Orange Joey, you'll see that I was there. I was
Search
about
ko yan
14 years
mamaya.
old doing that one. But prior to that one, I did a lot of work, like just like Shane, di ba? When you were in school, I was doing a lot of work for yung mga kalumpatian. Nako, nag-feedback, the elocution contests and all these different things. And I also acted for Repertory Philippines. So I was trained with a theatrical background before going into hosting, before going to doing commercials. Then from there, I was just used to speaking a lot on stage, hosting, extemporaneous speaking, varsities, debating. So I did a lot of that one. And eventually, I did a lot of hosting for events. Nag-alas 5:30 ako. So before, hindi ako masyadong sanay mag-Tagalog. But all of a sudden, because nag-alas 5:30 ako, I really trained to do
You
Tagalog
need
on
to.
TV.
Yeah.
Trained ako dyan. I did Best Men for GMA News TV. I've done almost all the TV stations. I was trained to speak both in English and in the vernacular. Then eventually, so I've been doing a lot of hosting. I do a lot of hosting for many events up to now. But what began me for wedding hosting, ito yung nakakatawa. I hosted for the first time during the wedding of my sister in 2004. So I was hosting before that one. I was hosting weddings before that one, pero pa isa-isa. It wasn't really something I was looking at as a career, right? And yung nangyari, nung wedding ng sister ko sa Baguio, they had a really wonderful setup in Camp John Hay sa Manor Camp John Hay. And then umulan ng malakas.
Oh no.
So the whole setup was couldn't be used, so they had to quickly move to another venue. And nangyari dyan, because they had to move to another venue, pinainom mo na lahat ng mga bisita. They served so much wine during the cocktail area that by the time the wedding started, medyo lasing na lahat. At ako isa sa pinakalasing sa lahat. Because it was the first wedding in my
So
family.
nag-host ka ng lasing?
Yes, and my first time, and I kept on I kept on laughing and I kept on hosting. And my first time to host the program, so when it was done, when I was done with hosting the program, I was approached by, I don't know if you know her, but she's a pioneer in the industry, Rita Neri of Rita Neri Event Planners. She said, RJ, would you like to try hosting weddings in the future? I said, why not?
There we go.
From then on, I started hosting. I started hosting a lot of different wedding receptions, and over time, I have to say that one of the most challenging but most of the rewarding things to host is a wedding reception program. At bakit? Because you're hosting the most important day in a person's life.
Yes.
So you
That
have
is
to
so
really
true.
give it your all every time. But more than that one, you have to sound like you're spontaneous, parang kilala mo yung bisita. Actually, the best tip you can get is when people hire you, kaibigan mo ba yung couple? Sabi ko, hindi, I was actually hired to do this one. But the fact that you're able to create that rapport with the people and the guests, able to make them laugh with you, you're able to connect with them, pinapaiyak mo sila. Because this is what people don't realize, Shane and Diana, no? Our job as wedding reception host is not just to help them do the program, but to create the drama in the program. Lagi ko sinasabi,
Yes.
I agree.
make a wedding reception memorable. It's three things to make a wedding reception memorable. Kailangan konting solemnity. It's solemn. Ano ibig sabihin ng solemn? Hindi ibig sabihin na porket host tayo, dapat tayo magsalita the whole time. No. It's not like a DJ, di ba? Shin, hindi naman kailangan mag-DJ. There are times that you speak, there are times you keep quiet. Because when you keep quiet, sometimes naging mas solemn yung moment.
Yeah.
Number 2, you have to create the drama. I often tell the couple, I will create the drama for you. Akong bahala sa inyo. Because you have to know what parts of the program you can make a bit more dramatic. Natatawa sila, but at the end, when they're done, naiiyak sila sa ginagawa. I do a specific part in the program where I work with the SDE and the photo slide and the photo people to come up with a very, very dramatic sensation for the couple. And the last one is, you're funny. But the funny doesn't mean stand-up comedian funny. Although there's some stand-up comedians who are also hosts. But more importantly, what people like to laugh is they like to laugh at yung rapport ninyo, yung interaction ninyo, di ba? When you talk to people. And that, by the time that they're done, they go, dapat pag uwi sila, they felt, wow, it was worth going to a pandemic wedding, di ba? Dapat yung normal wedding, and that's what you get when you hire great hosts. And that's why I'm so happy to be here with Diana and Shane, because that's what you get when you for the quality of a great wedding, and a great wedding under our friends from Worldwide Weddings PH.
That is so true,
Yeah.
Mr. RJ. Ganito lang yon. If you're not just nag-hire ng host, you should hire somebody who can be part of that special day of your life, okay?
Mhm.
Iba kasi yung mag-hire kami ng host, okay, meron siyang hawak na, binigyan siya ng kopya na program, okay, alam ko to, isa-isa, babasahin ko lang, okay, done. And I'm paid after that. No. You have to hire somebody who can enjoy the laughter with you, who can cry with you, who can talk with the family with you, who can enjoy that very, very special life with you. It's not just only hosting, as Mr. RJ said earlier, di ba? Kailangan ma-feel ng mga guests that the host is there to celebrate with you, not just to host the event. So, eto na, Sir RJ and
Wait,
Miss
by the way,
Shane.
one more thing, Shane and Diana, if you don't mind me
Mhm.
adding this one.
Sure.
Ito rin importante bilang isang host na you have to remember, as a host, you are not the star of the show.
Yes.
The couple
Yes.
is the
I
star
would like
of
to
the
point
show.
that too.
Because sometimes some hosts, they insist on doing the program the way that they want it. They insist
Yes.
on speaking this way. You don't make demands. The most demanding people there should be the couple. Your job is to
Yes, correct.
facilitate their celebration. So you have to remember that when you don't want to draw the attention away from the host, say, I'm a great host and this is my couple. No, this is my couple and it's their most important day. Let me help you enjoy it.
Yes,
So that's
yes,
why, again,
yes.
that's another thing that's very important, that when you get a host, you have to figure out, is he going to try to overpower or overshadow or make parang you have to play my game. You have to let me talk here, huh? Or they're very insistent or demanding. Those are red flags for me at once.
Yes.
I mean, I've been hosting for the past 20 years, and if I had an attitude like that one, I wouldn't be hosting anymore. Remember,
Tama yan.
being a host is
Yeah.
being very generous, and being very humble to say that tonight the couple are my bosses. And you know what? If you make the couple your boss, if you make the events planner the people that you listen to, in the end, word of mouth will get around, and that will give you more. I mean, couples will just tell other couples, this was a great host. He made me really feel at home. He made my most important day of my life more meaningful, and more magical and more fun.
Tatatak talaga
Yes.
sa utak ng mga guests
Yeah.
yon. And word of mouth, sa dami ng guest doon sa event na yon, word of mouth, syempre, kakalat yan, I wanna hire Sir RJ. I want to experience this same party on my own. So, hire natin Sir
Yeah.
RJ o si Miss
And if
Shane, di ba?
yeah, if I may add, no, Sir RJ and Miss Diana, yung
Mhm.
pinopoint out kasi ni Sir RJ dito na star, I used to say that during the program or before the program, that I am not here to please you guys. I am not here to just host for you. I am here because the couple loves you, and I am just the facilitator to give fun and
Yes.
entertainment as well. And at the same time, kasi na point out ko din yung if I may get, no, yung ikaw yung magiging star ng buong program, kasi I used to have and to witness yung talking about Sir RJ sa pagdating sa outfit, no? Kasi minsan mas tinatalbugan pa ng ibang ating mga kasama yung outfit ng couple.
Yes.
So kaya I really learned it's part of the learning process that I've been through, na kailangan syempre hindi mo out what do you mean? Parang ikaw pa yung mas
Overpower. Oo.
overpower mo, yung overdress ka and all, hanggang sa yun,
Yes.
natutunan ko na dapat lagi lang tayong with comes to the
With
outfit, and
class.
when it comes to yun nga, yung parang ikaw na yung nagiging star, na instead of the couple, tayo na yung parang which is wrong talaga. Ako very wrong sa akin yun. Kaya I see myself as facilitator, not just as a speaker na parang magbabasa tayo ng mga and all. No, we're there to give the happiness totally to the couple, not just to the couple but also with the guests,
With everybody.
terms of with terms of having rapport. At ako kasi meron medyo focus talaga ako pagdating sa guest. Mas ibinibigyan ko ng emphasis yung guest, because that's once in a lifetime experience that they will be with us or with us hosts. And tama yung sinabi mo rin, Miss Diano, na kailangan pag-uwi nila, gusto din nila eh. Parang gusto nilang maranasan yung ganong klase ng
Yeah.
happiness na hindi nagpo-focus na sa ano lang, sa mga host lang. No? Kundi dun sa saya. Kasi eto pa, another thing is yung nagiging stress reliever talaga siya. Especially yung mga moment na umattend ka ng kasal, hindi ka na bore, naging masaya ka during those times and you really felt the joy within uy, next time sana siya maging host namin
Yung
or
tipong,
di ba?
Miss Shane, yung
Have you
tipo bang
experienced that?
kasi may na-experience ako with me. Yung tipong yung guest, hindi iintayin yung dinner lang ng part ng event, 'di ba? Meron mga ganung guest, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Ang tagal ng dinner. Oh my God, which is nahi-excite sila the whole event itself. So, eto na. The next question that we have, paano natin pasasayahin yung program with a very limited number of guests? Ako, I'm working in a cruise kasi, Sir RJ and Miss Shane. So, yung number of guests that I'm with, hindi siya consistent. Sometimes, yeah, you said sometimes it's 2,000, 5,000. Yeah, big crowd, yeah. But sometimes I do have a very little. But for me, whether 1 or 5 or 2,000, I share the same energy. How about you, Miss Shane and Sir RJ? Or Sir RJ muna?
Oh, so for example, it doesn't really matter for me, how big the crowd is. But what's more important, why I actually like more intimate number or limited number of guests, is because what's very important is that the guests feel that they are participating or they're part of the program. So you have to create that sort of atmosphere where they feel like that they are part of the program. So what I do now, one of the things that I do aside from creating really great videos, I just want to greet my wife over here who's saying hi. Just say hi, Vanessa. There.
Hi, oh.
Oh.
Hi,
So,
wifey. Hi, Miss.
so
Sweet
anyway, what's very
naman.
important first of all is I, games is one thing, no. Now let me explain a bit more about games. So for especially for hosts who are listening to me here right now, games are great to make people feel like they are part of the program. But
Yes.
when you play those type of games, there are people who play what I call generic games, which is okay, which is great. You know, games that support like they do Jack and Poy Bato Bato Pick to get the money, which is great. But if you want to create games where people are more participative and they feel like they are in a wedding reception, I like to create games where people learn more about, let's say, the
The
love
couple.
story of the newlyweds.
Yes.
Or, for example, they learn more about the character of the newlyweds. Because you remember, maybe only 10 to 20% of the guests that actually know the love story. 80%
Yes.
are friends and relatives who have no clue as to how the couple got together. So, like me,
Yes.
I play a game called How Well Do You Know the Couple, where I go around asking multiple choice questions to different guests from both sides. Na at the same time, nakakapag-interact ako and able to talk to so it's an intimate. It's even better because I get to go visit yung friends and family. I talk to them, nagpapatawa
Yeah.
ako, we get some advice from them. So they feel like they're part of it. That's how the intimacy, you create the intimacy. After that one, after the intimacy, they get to learn more about the love story at the same time of the guests. That's what you do. You have to create an atmosphere so that the guests feel like that they are part of the wedding, that they are part of the intimacy, that they know the story. Sa pag-uwi na sa bahay, hindi lang nila sasabihin, ay, masarap yung pagkain. Hindi. Wow, yan pala yung
Oo, di
story ng love
ba?
story. Yan pala yung
Yun
love
lang.
story nila. Di ko alam yan, di ba? So when they go home, parang may value added pa tayo. It's something that becomes more memorable for them. Those are just one of the ways. How about you, Shane?
Yes.
Yes, I agree with you, Sir RJ. I used to do that as well. Yung how well do you know the couple? Or I call it the trivia game. So in every question, parang ako naman more on group participation instead of individual. And then they get to realize na, uy, ganun pala endearment nila. Uy, may ganito pala sila. Ilang taon na sila? Something like that. And mga follow-up questions then as well. So I used to do the trivia game by table naman. And then I also have my forte. I used to incorporate that in my weddings. And I do the wedding dance mob. Yeah. So I
Oh,
make
okay.
sure that everybody dances throughout the night. Not just throughout the night, but before the formal program starts and then at the latter part of the program. Because since I'm a Zine as an instructor, I'm not literally doing a Zumba thing, but I used to get or to do yung alam mo yung sarili niyong ginagawang steps. Kasi halimbawa yung
Mm.
step ko, mabilis lang, hindi siya yung mapapawisan yung guests. Parang kailangan ko lang makuha yung rapport sa kanila and then interaction at the same time. And unknowingly, yung iba kasi parang iniisip ko, yung hirap ng step or hindi ako marunong sumayaw. But I believe kasi everybody's a dancer. Yes. It
Yes.
just needs to take practice. And doon ako kumukuha ng mga, what should I get? Yung mga halimbawa, mga best dance group or best
Mhm.
table, best dancer of the night, somewhat like that. And then, ang pinaka-interesting pa dito kasi, yung pinaka-energetic or yung pinaka talaga namang binibigay yung best nila in dancing is sila yung nauuna sa buffet table. Okay? Sa buffet area. That's my reward to
Yeah,
them.
I have that too.
But I do the wedding dance mob. Kaya, yeah, that's another thing na nakikita ko na effective
Mhm.
on my hosting career. And
Mhm.
yeah, people love it. And hindi natin ano mo yun, kasi may mga hindi mo inaakala na magagaling pala talaga sumayaw. Even the ninong sa ninangs, I really
May
appreciate
tinatagong
them.
talent,
They
'di
are my
ba?
favorites. Yeah, they are my favorites.
Gusto kong
Talagang,
binubulat diyan, Miss Shane, yung mga lolo't lola. Diyan ako tumututok ng mga halimbawa,
correct.
pinatugtugan mo ng yung mga trendy ngayon na TikTok dances, which is bigla nilang alam nila yung step. Paano nalaman ni Lola yung step, 'di ba? Pero the point
Correct.
is, thank you, Miss Shane and Sir RJ. The point of this question, of the answer of this question is, no matter the number of the guests, we share the same energy. Kailangan
Energy.
ma-enjoy pa rin nung ating mga guests, whether they're 5 or 20 or 2,000 or bigger crowd, whatever it is, you are there to facilitate the program. So, don't care about the number. We need to enjoy and be here, okay? So, eto na. We bound to our next question. Sir RJ, gusto ko mag-start kay Sir RJ kasi yung intro mo kanina is 20 years. And you have 10 years of hosting in weddings, 'di ba? So, Sir RJ, explain mo ba sa amin kung what is the difference nung before, ng wedding reception before and now?
Well, I got married about 14 years ago. And
Mhm.
really, I mean, the essentials are the same. What only is a bit different right now is, when I got married, Facebook was just getting popular and there was no
Mhm.
Instagram. So, what are the key differences really right now? Number one is when people get married nowadays, uh, it's for me it's very important because of how the social media make it better for them. Social media makes it better because right now they post a lot of photos on Instagram right now, on TikTok and Facebook. And what I often ask couples to do is that you provide a hashtag. And why a hashtag is just very important.
Yeah.
It's not because you want their wedding reception to go trending online, but it's really para makaipon kayo. You're able to accumulate or consolidate all the pictures that the couple has online and collect it all right now. So it's for the benefit of the couple that you're able to bring all these
Mhm.
photos together into one place. For me, that's one of the key differences that we have here
Yes.
right now versus before. I mean, there isn't much change in terms of the content. No? I mean, things can change in terms of what are the trends, what are the questions asked, but there are timeless things about the wedding. Um, how to execute a father-daughter dance. For me, I think find that very nice. How to execute a mother-son dance. But like for me, I do additional touches because what's important as a host is that you must also think visually. You must think about at the end of the evening, they have to produce an SDE photo and SDE video. What's your
Mhm.
job as the host to make sure that they're able to create IG worthy or dramatic photos which they can look at in the future or they can
Yes.
see or they can see in the video. So that's why
Mhm.
your job as the host is not just to give the program, but to say, okay, I want you to do a mother daughter dance, a father daughter dance, and show these type of videos because it will create a lot of people. It will emotionally
Emotions,
resonate
yeah.
with people.
Mhm.
Or for example, we tell them, I want you to do a unity toast with both families on stage, and I want you to. Why I want that one because it's very powerful photo which you can see in the future, right? I want you to before you go into the room, and if you're in an open air venue, I want you to have some fireworks there where you're standing in the foreground so we can capture that and stick that into the SDE. So there are
Mhm.
many things that can be done differently. But the more important point that I want to make is that when you hire a good host who understands the flow and production of the program,
they can advise you on how to make the program even better for you.
Better,
Because
yes.
there are just some things which people don't see, which the host can see, because I can see the full we can see the full program.
Yeah.
And so what's the difference between now and then? It's really the advent of social media, but more than that one, the job of getting a good host is to make sure they use all those elements, so social media, the drama, the video, the event planning,
Yes.
and be able to use that to create a powerful emotional impact for the couple and then for their guests.
Thank you, Sir RJ. I think the good thing today in this generation is good thing and bad thing that we have a social media because we can show everything. And ayan, hashtags. Usong-uso yan, hashtag for today. And Miss Shane, just a quick question. Kailan mo ba nag-start nung ating flash mob? Ginagawa mo na ba siya way before ka nag-start or nag-start ka lang recently?
No, I am a dancer since elementary, and then
Ah.
yes, and then when I have my first ever debut event, I imparted the mob. But in my mob, I used to have, like, for example, yung 'di ba pandemic ngayon. So ang additional ko, instead of laba-laba, ang ginagawa ko ngayon is the stress-free pandemic dance mob.
Wow, okay yan.
So, for
Pwede mo,
example,
pakita
let,
naman,
let me
sample
okay,
naman,
let me show you a little ano lang, gestures,
Sample.
Ito yung
Wait lang. Miss Shane, kami yung guest ni Sir
Kahit sa frame mo
RJ.
lang, ganyan din sa kamay mo na.
kayo yung guest,
Kami
ha? Okay,
yung guest ni
let
Sir
me teach you
RJ.
very
Sir
quickly
RJ,
lang, ha?
dahil
I have four
ginusto mo
steps
to.
lang dito.
Tayo yung guest, so
Four
kailangan
steps
natin
lang.
sumunod.
Tayong guest.
Okay,
tayong guest.
first
Okay,
of
go.
course, in order for us to get away from COVID and all, syempre, kailangan natin mag-wash hands. Everybody, you do washing. Yeah. Washing. And then on the other side, just wash. Ang kasama lang yan, kailangan nyo lang mag-kembot, di ba? Kembot lang kayo during washing. And then after washing, you do sanitizing. Okay, try to imagine you have alcohol with you. Spray. You do single, and then double. Yeah, can you do that? Yeah, single, double. Oh, spray. That's sanitation. And next, third one is using face mask. Very important. You raise your hand and then cover your mouth. Try to imagine you have your face mask here. Yeah, and then other side and then cover. Yeah, see that? And last one is face mask. Okay, face mask, 2 hands, cover your whole face. It goes like 1, and then 2, and then double. Okay, so that's it. You do the wash. Okay, let's do the washing, wash, and then sanitize. Single, double.
Ayan. Sa mga nanonood, pwede kayo sumabay. Sige,
and then
sayaw.
face mask. Up,
Face mask.
cover.
Oh,
Yes,
cover.
face mask. And then last one is face shield.
Feeling ko K-pop dancer ako ngayon, Sir RJ.
Yeah,
Diana,
mas maganda yan.
si hosting, sumasayaw, ikaw naman kumakanta. Sample naman ng kanta.
Yes.
Ikaw naman, puro host ka dito. Kanta naman dyan, Miss Diana. Sample ng kanta.
Nahihiya ako, Sir RJ. Wait lang, may
Okay lang,
-1 ako dito eh.
Pinahiya mo
Ready
na-
pala.
Parang ready siya.
Ikaw naman ngayon,
Nahihiya ako,
Diana.
pero meron akong -1 dito.
Playlist.
Wait lang.
May
Okay,
playlist.
okay. Chorus. Meron akong 2 minutes lang. Okay. Ready pala siya.
Pwede pala.
Ayan, napasayaw mo yung mga
Kaya
guests
parang intro lang,
natin.
pang-intro lang
Gian
pala
and
eh.
Miss Flo. Okay. Wait lang. Okay. Natawa ko bigla ko ready. Okay, ito na, Sir RJ. This is for everyone na very sikat na kanta for wedding is ang Close to You, and then yung para pag lumalakad, ano bang kanta yun? Heartbeat fast, colors and
Yes.
Diba?
Twilight.
Oo, pero Close to You kayo ngayon. Okay. Game ka na ba, Sir RJ, Miss Shane?
Yes.
Sa lahat ng nanonood, close your eyes. We're gonna sleep for a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen,
game.
please welcome Miss Diana de la Cruz.
Boses pang romansa pala eh.
Suddenly I feel every time you are near, just like me, they long to be close to you. Why do stars fall down from the sky every time you walk by? Just like me, they long to be close to you. Ayan!
Galing.
Alam,
Magaling.
alam, what I like right now is I'm not just a host, I'm also part of the guest.
Ayan,
Diba,
tama.
sobrang interactive. Sobrang interactive natin ngayon. Ayan, thank you so much, Miss G. And go, Miss Diana daw, sabi niya. Well, eto, balik tayo doon sa step ni Miss Shane kanina, na may pa-face mask, meron tayong
Face mask.
sanitizers, yes, and washing and sanitizing of hands. Okay, alam ko that we are going easy right now sa pandemic, na medyo nagli-lift na yung ating mask, 'di ba? Nagli-lift na yung mask protocol natin. Pero sa December weddings nyo, meron ba kayong mga health protocols na pina-follow during the program? Meron pa ba?
But
Meron
Sige
pa
po.
ba?
during the program, it's very important. Depending on the couple and their comfort level, they can do antigen tests a day before or in the venue prior to entering the venue. I've still had the prior to entering the venue na magpapa-test kayo, no? But I think it's very important because right now it's already voluntary masking, voluntary indoor masking.
Yes.
I think what's very important as the host is still to maintain social distancing between you and the guests because as the host, ikaw yung umiikot sa lahat That's really what you do. So the best for me, one of the most important health protocols is that you have your own mic as the host. You don't share the mic
Yes.
with your guests. So you work together with your event planner. Let's say if it's an interactive program, that's okay. But only your assistant from the event coordinator. Yan yung umiikot sa mga guests para magsalita sa mic. But keep the mic to yourself. Similarly, when the mic is offered to the guest to speak, so kung magsasalita yung best man, maid of honor, parents of the bride or the groom, they should all have separate microphones. And if they use a microphone to there, just make sure that the microphone is properly sanitized before giving it to the next guests. And of course, don't play any games which require a lot of close interaction. So of course, I don't anymore play bouquet and garter toss. And I haven't played that for some time because sa Pilipinas, alam mo naman, imbis na tinatakbuhan yung
Saluhin.
o, lumalayo sila pag dumarating yung bouquet.
Yes.
Baliktad.
You can transform that. And I think the way that we've done it is that instead of doing a bouquet and garter toss, I often tell them, let's give na lang a bouquet to the next couple getting married. Why? Because it's more meaningful. It's like you're passing on the blessings of your wedding, or you can give it to the longest married couple in the room because they can share with you their love story or the secret to why they were married so long. What makes for a successful marriage? So those are ways to handle those type of concerns.
Thank you so much. Alam mo, Sir RJ, ako unang-una pa lang, wala pang pandemic, nung nagkumakanta pa ako, yan yung pinaka-first protocol na that I have my own microphone. Which is, hindi man sa the sharing of bacteria and everything, but you have your own atake dun sa microphone. Paano ba sasabihin niya? Meron kayong sariling timpla dun sa microphone. And if you're hosting or anything in the events, yan, very good sinabi ni Sir RJ na you don't have to share your microphone. Always sa ating mga other suppliers ng DJ or a spinner, you have to have another set of microphone for a different guest. How about you, Miss Shane?
Same thing. When the pandemic happens, or I mean post-pandemic na, I always request from the couple or to the technical team that I must have my own personal microphone. And then if magsha-share sila, yun, same thing lang din, make it sanitized. And before kasi, we used to have, di ba, face mask or face shield. I experienced that one. Yung I used face shield way back in Tagaytay. Talagang hirap na hirap din ako huminga kasi bumabalik din. You know, yung
init-init, di ba?
Tapos, yun, medyo hindi rin okay kapag before And since pag lumalayo naman din tayo, so hindi tayo masyadong into them, yan, okay naman na nare-remove yung mask. Pero nowadays kasi, sa wedding natin, even intimate or a big crowd, yung iba talagang very particular sila, especially yung doctors kapag sila yung mga guests, they always still put face mask. But others, pero sa intimate naman, pag talaga mga closely related lang sila, the immediate family or extended family and very close few friends lang naman, same thing, they have antigens prior to the event. And sa ngayon na basically ako kasi hindi na din ako gumagamit ng face mask kapag nag-host na ako. Kasi it's
Mhm,
very
mhm.
difficult for me to, di ba tayo, magsalita ng may face
Yes.
mask. Ang ginagawa ko na lang, I keep distance from the audience. Ayan. Even when I do dance, ganun din. Talagang distance lang din. So more on
Just
distance and sanitation.
okay. Thank you so much. Just siguro to sum up this one na lang. Just be careful na lang as we as a host as one of the suppliers. Syempre bina-value natin yung safety ng mga guests of that event. So kailangan tayo pa lang ready kaming magpatupad ng mga health protocols if ever
Mhm.
needed during the program. And this is it. To sum up everything that we said sa lahat ng mga nanonood, ito na, why should couples hire a wedding host for an intimate, a very small event like an intimate wedding? Balikan natin lahat ng mga shinare natin kanina and give us the very short summary kung anong may advice natin sa mga future grooms and bride. Why still do we need to hire a host on your intimate wedding? Sige po, Sir RJ.
Well, you don't have to host. You don't have to hire a host for your intimate wedding. It's perfectly fine, diba? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you can choose not to do that one. But I guess the more important point here is that what will make your wedding more meaningful, more
Yes.
magical, more fun when there's a host. When you have somebody professional who can put together, it's like, if you're going to put together your videographer, kukuha ka lang ba ng kaibigan na
Mm-hmm.
gagawa niya na natuto na mag-edit sa ba? I mean, he's been doing editing on an amateur basis, or a stylist na he doesn't have any experience. He just you thought he did a good job, but you weren't sure. When you hire people like that one, the result isn't great, and then instead of enjoying the most important day in your life, you're just worried about, oh my God, that was really bad
Yes.
editing. That was really
Yeah.
bad styling. You want to make sure that the program grows very well. So that's
Mm-hmm.
one of the reasons first why you hire professionals to host your program, right? Um, and why do you sometimes they ask you why do you hire someone? If they look at the value of getting a good host, diba? I often tell people you get what you pay for.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for a host who's if you want to get an affordable host but the quality is not quite there, uh, who at the end of the day will you blame the host, or will tell yourself, why didn't I get the better host? If you're going to invest in having the most magical day in your life, and many people really save money to have that most magical day, then invest in everything that's good. Invest. I've heard people, it's a really, really great food, but then the host wasn't so great, or really, really great, really great videos, but the food wasn't great. So it's putting together all the elements of a program. And when you get a good host, why do you get a good host? Because the host can make sure that the program not
Mm-hmm.
only runs smoothly but becomes more dramatic. The good host knows how not only how to host, how to put together a good program for you, and he will advise you on that one. And he can think on his feet, especially when the program is going on. So that's the job of a really good host. And more importantly, choose a host who will fit your personality, you and your spouse's personality, and the personality of the guests who are there. Like if you look at the three of us, we're all very, very different, diba? I mean, I wouldn't teach people how to dance. I wouldn't, because that's not my specialty. I can't teach people how to. I can't sing because that's not my specialty. But if you ask me to talk and make people laugh and interact with guests, that's my super specialty. When I come there, when people are done, they can't, they enjoy how the program went. And they can enjoy also if they're dancing in the program. They can enjoy if somebody sings in the program. But get a host who is professional, who knows how to develop rapport with the audience. So in the end,
Mm-hmm.
you can tell your guests, wow, when your guests can go home, they can say, wow, that was a really great program. You know you've got a good host. You've got enough material online. You can check my background, Diana's background, China's
Mm-hmm.
background online. You can see our video samples online. You can see the testimonials about us online. Get somebody whom you think will make the most important day in your life as memorable and as ideal as you would have wanted it to be.
Thank you so much, Sir RJ. Ayan, very good point. Pero pakinggan naman natin si Miss Shane. Miss Shane, anong ma-share mo sa ating mga future groom and bride who's planning to have an intimate wedding?
Yes, thank you, Miss Diana. Very well said, Sir RJ.
Yes.
And that concludes our program for today.
Tinapos bigla.
All the key points are there, of course. And good thing you should hire what your heart speaks, and not just because this is famous, or not because ito affordable, kasi na-mention din namin yun yung mga terms na ganyan. But you should hire, literally you should hire a host or a professional host that would not just fit your budget, but would fit your personality, your values in life. And if you wanted to be happy, just contact Worldwide Weddings Philippines.
That's it. Yun yung
Yeah.
pinakamagandang closing na narinig ko. Thank you so much, Miss Shane. Ayan, that concludes our episode for tonight. Just a quick sharing, everybody. I saw a video earlier. Nagka-problema siya sa light ng bahay nila. And then, lahat nag-struggle na, buong family don't know what to do. And then, tinawagan nila yung electrician, wala pang 5 minutes na ayos na yung lights. So, the point is, nagreklamo ngayon yung technician. Sabi niya, ay, yung may-ari ng bahay, sabi niya, ang mahal-mahal ng ibinayad ko sa'yo, 5 minutes lang yung itinrabaho mo. Alam mo yung sagot ng technician, which really hits me. Ma'am, ang binayaran niyo po sa akin is yung aking 25 years of experience as a technician. Hindi po yung 5 minutes na tumayo ako doon. Oh, diba? Sobrang ganda nung sinabi niyang yon, which really reflects what is happening right now. So, if ever that you're hiring any supplier on your wedding, this is what I'm always, and I'm gonna say every day na may magtatanong sa akin na groom or bride. Invest with a good supplier, invest with a good host or anything na part ng inyong wedding, because this day will be a very special part of your life. Tatatak yan sa inyong life at hanggang sa dulo will pass sa inyong mga anak and all and ever. This will be a very big part of your life, of your memory. Ayan, diba? Naging emotional ako bigla. Ayan. Thank you so much again. Before we say bye-bye sa mga nanonood natin, I know Mr. RJ and Miss Shane is part of our upcoming Worldwide Weddings PH sa Singapore, right? Yes,
right.
yes.
Yes.
Okay. Meron ba tayong just in case magbubok sa napanood nila ngayon? In case gusto kong i-book si Sir RJ and Miss Shane, mabibigyan nyo ba sila ng any promo or discount if they book sa upcoming bridal fair natin? Sir
Yeah,
RJ.
Yeah, if you book by the upcoming bridal fair, there's a special discount. Just make sure that when you book, make sure to indicate that you were able to book me through Worldwide Weddings PH or through the Singapore Bridal Fair, and we will extend to you a special discount.
There we go. Same
Yes,
as Miss
agree.
Shane po?
Yes, same here, and I will be there. Yes, I thank you very much. Of course, Worldwide Weddings and AJT events and Miss Lee. I will be flying there in Singapore, and we'll be seeing you kasi nga ang maraming discounts and of course mga special promos for our upcoming brides and grooms out there. And yun nga, don't forget to sign up also din sa ating we have official
Yes.
for the Worldwide Weddings and Bridal Fair in Singapore. Yeah, so we're excited to see you there.
Yes, konting araw na lang. And if you are not yet part of the community, sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon, if meron kayong kakilala na nagpa-plan sa kanilang wedding or kapo-propose lang, ito na, this is the right community for you. Invite them to join the Worldwide Weddings PH community so they can know, they will be guided on how to do their wedding, to plan their wedding and everything. So again, don't forget to like our FB page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will post our schedule of topics there. So watch out. Catch us every Thursday and Sunday. Same time for more helpful topics that can help you guide and decide on your wedding journey. Every Sunday episode, we will draw the winners and have a chance to win a WWPH merch. And gusto ko lang magpasalamat. It's a very big honor to be part of this show, Mr. RJ Ledesma and Miss Shane. Thank you so much. I would like to thank you for being part of the show. But again, as I've said earlier, so if you are a Filipino anywhere in the world planning to get married in the Philippines, then Worldwide Weddings is the place to be. Watch us every Thursday and Sunday night at 8 p.m. Manila time, or even better, join us inside the community so we can have more fun in planning your wedding. Again, my name is Diana Jane de la Cruz, your singing host. Thank you for watching Worldwide Weddings TV, helping Filipino brides and groom around the
The
world.
world.
Ayan. Thank you. We'll see you
Thank you.
next
Thank
Thanks again. God
Thursday.
you.
bless.
We'll see
Have a great
you.
Sunday.
Thank you, everyone.
We're in Singapore. Thank you,
Bye.
guys.